positive. So good afternoon. This time we will be talking about the subtraction of integer. So if you could still recall last time, we discussed and reviewed how to add integers and the rules on how to add integers are very useful when we subtract integers. So I hope you have mastered already the addition of integers. Okay, let's start with the subtraction. Okay, when we subtract integers, these are the rules that we need to observe and you need to follow. Rules are, the first thing that you're going to do is to change the sign of subtrahend. Then after that, after changing the sign of the subtrahend, change the operation from subtraction, because the given is subtraction. Change the operation from subtraction to addition. That is why you need to master all the rules when adding integers, because we will use those rules in subtraction of integers. Again, after changing the sign of the subtrahend, you proceed to the changing the operation from subtraction to addition. Then after that, you proceed to the addition of integers. So that's how you subtract integers. So in other words, if you try to figure out these rules, you can say that there is no actual subtraction of integers, because we will use all the rules on how to add integers. Okay, since we talk about subtrahend here, let us say, for example, we have 5 minus, shall we say, negative 2. So let us try to recall. This is what we call, this part here is what we call the subtrahend. And this one is the operation, which is the subtraction. So why I am emphasizing this one? Because these are the focus of the rules. Rule number 1, change the sign of the subtrahend. So if the given sign of the subtrahend is negative, you will change that one into positive. That's understandable. And for example, if we have this 5, positive 5 minus 2, for example, and other than negative, if the given sign of the subtrahend is positive, then you will change that one into negative also. So by using rule number 1, this positive 2 will become negative 2 because that is according to rule number 1, which is change the sign of the subtrahend. And for this given, negative 2 is the subtrahend. So applying the rule number 1, you are going to change this negative 2 into positive 2. That's how you translate and illustrate rule number 1 when we subtract integers, which is change the sign of subtrahend. Then after doing rule number 1, you proceed to rule number 2. Change the operation from subtraction, because the given here is subtraction, and so this one also. Change the operation. So what is the operation given here? The subtraction, the minus. We will change this one from subtraction, which is the given, to addition. Okay, so after changing, you will change also this minus or subtraction operation into addition. After changing everything, then proceed to addition of integers. That is when you need to master all the rules when we add integers. Okay, for example, let us try to get the result. What is the difference when we do this 5 minus negative 2 using these rules? Okay, since the given is positive 5 minus negative 2, according to the rule, we will change first the sign of the subtrahend. So, since the given is negative, then it will become positive. You place positive inside the parentheses to denote that this is now the new sign of the subtrahend, while this negative is the original sign. Then after that, proceed to rule number 2. Minus becomes plus. Change also minus to plus or subtraction to addition. So this is how you apply the rules in subtracting integers. So if you will try to rewrite this one, this will become 5, minus becomes plus, and then negative 2 becomes positive 2. And then after changing all the signs and operations, what's the next? Then proceed to the addition of integers. Why is it addition? Because the operation from minus becomes plus or becomes addition this time after changing all the signs. Then it becomes 5, positive 5 plus positive 2, which is equals 7. So that's it. So therefore, class, when we find out when we want to find out the answer regarding what is given 5 minus negative 2, the answer is positive 7. So that's how you apply this following rules. For example, this one, this given here, which is positive 5 minus positive 2. Okay. You can actually directly subtract these two numbers using the idea of elementary subtraction. Like we just simply subtract two counting numbers, a bigger counting number minus the smaller counting number, which is equal to 3. And let's try to find out and check if this is still true if we will use these rules. Okay, so supposedly by using the rules on how to subtract integers, for example, you have positive 5 minus minus positive 2. If we will get the same rule by simply applying the changing of sign and operation. So change the sign of the subtrahend. So this is positive, so it will become negative. Again, the negative, you place that one inside the parentheses to denote that this is now the new sign of the subtrahend. And then change the minus operation or subtraction into addition. So what happened? it becomes 5 plus negative 2. The new sign of subtrahend and the new operation is plus. So what will you do? Will you still recall how we should add integers where signs are not the same? Simply, again, when we add integers, two integers where signs are not the same, you just have to cover this negative 2 and try to ask what number you should add to 2 to get 5. And that number is considered your difference. So therefore, class, if you could still recall, when we add two integers where signs are not the same, you just have to get their difference. Then after that, by covering this one, it is just like you are trying to change negative 2 into positive 2 by using the rule or by using the idea of the absolute value, where the purpose is to remove the negative sign in front of that original negative integer. Compare the two, so since 5 has bigger absolute value and the sign is positive, so your answer here is positive. So therefore, 5 minus or positive 5 minus positive 2, the answer is 3. The same will come out if we will apply the rules here in subtracting integers or two integers. So take note again, class, that the rules here are strictly applied when we subtract two integers here. Okay, another one. Supposedly we have the third example. Shall we say negative 6 minus positive 3, for example. I mean negative 3. Again, negative 6 minus, okay, shall we say negative 6 minus positive 3, for example. Okay, so again, do not forget that when the operation is subtraction, you have to apply the rules, which is changing the sign. So the original given here is positive, so this will become negative. And the original given is minus or subtraction, the operation, because we are subtracting integers, so it will become plus after changing. So the result now becomes, negative 6 plus negative 3 here. So could you still recall how do we add integers where signs are the same? So as many as you can add integers, as long as their signs are the same, the rules are, simply, you just have to bring down the common sign and then add directly all the numbers. That is 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. So therefore, class, negative 6 minus positive 3, the original sign of 3, negative 6 minus positive 3, the answer is negative 9. When you master the rules in subtracting integers, it is not necessary for your class that you will do this one. You can do this by simply doing it as your imagination, or doing it like you do it mentally. And even though changing the sign, you can just do it mentally when you mastered already the rules, how to subtract integers, and those rules how to add integers. Everything can be done without illustrating, using or any spots paper if you are solving it on your test, or just simply do it mentally. Okay, another one. If supposedly we have 0 minus negative 3. Do not mind how small numbers are here or integers. What is important is the process on how to subtract is what being mastered here. It is not how big numbers are being used. or how small. Okay, this time 0 minus negative 3. Okay, so again, by using the rules on how to subtract integers, original sign is negative, so it will become positive. And then the operation which is minus becomes plus. So it is now 0 plus positive 3. So what's the result? That is any number, any non-zero integers plus 0, the answer is the non-zero itself, so that is equal to 3. So therefore, 0 minus negative 3, the answer is positive 3. So again, like I said earlier, when you master this process already, you can just do this one mentally without showing it, illustrating it, using this scratch paper. Okay, another one, for example, you have here negative 10, for example, minus, okay, shall we say positive 10. The same number this time. Okay, what can you take? Can you tell me what's the answer? Okay, again, the original sign of the subtrahend is positive, so by changing its sign, it becomes negative. So always place the new sign inside the parentheses. And the plus and the minus here becomes plus. So it is now negative 10 plus negative 10. So what will happen when you add to the same signs? So simply again, if you could still recall, just bring down the common sign and add directly the number. So the answer is negative 20. So therefore, negative 10 minus positive 10, the answer is negative 20. Okay, so if you will focus class and give yourself a time to master this one as part of your review, because I believe that there are some of you who are still in need of the foundation on how to add, how to subtract integers. It will take time, but if you give time to focus on this lesson, for sure you will understand it easily. Okay, last one. For example, we have here shall we say we have negative 8 minus negative 8. What will happen? Okay, so again, if you have mastered already the rules, and it is not anymore necessary for you to show this one that will become negative 8 and then plus positive 8, because you will change this one into positive and you will change this one into plus. So this is now the result. So it becomes negative 8 plus positive 8. So the rule in adding opposite integers is that this is simply equal to 0. So therefore, plus negative 8 minus negative 8, the answer is 0. Okay, so that's it. So for you to master, to practice, try to answer this, and you can even comment your answer if you think you get the correct one. Let me say, for example, you have negative 60 minus negative 19, for example. What is the answer? And then we have positive 80 minus negative 21. That's the answer. And the last one we have here, for example, we have negative 15 minus 16. Okay, you have 3 given assignment for you to subtract. Just practice it, and if you know the answer, you can leave your comments and you can comment your answers, and I'll give you points for that. Whoever can give the first comment. So let's have a break, and we will proceed to the multiplication of integers. Thank you and good afternoon.